കേൾക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കും എന്റെ വിനീതമായ നമസ്കാരം. എന്റെ പേര് ആര്യനാണ്.
നമസ്കാരം, ഞാൻ സ്പർശിക. എല്ലാവർക്കും സുഖമാണോ? What I want to ask is, how is everyone? Hope you are all doing well.
We are the students of class 8A and B of St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School. We are going to take you on a marvelous journey and introduce you to one of the classical language spoken in the southernmost part of our country, God's own country, Kerala, Malayalam.
Even though Malayalam might seem a bit complicated for an outsider, but it's a beautiful language which conveys feelings and emotions perfectly.
I completely agree with you, Sparshika. We will surely know Malayalam better. But before that, let's know a bit about Kerala.
Kerala is a coastal state situated in the southern part of India, known for its distinctive tradition and culture. Its lush and spoiled tropical beauty, exotic locales, and tranquil backwaters attract travelers from across the world who seek leisurely vacation.
Apart from its picturesque scenery, Kerala is also known for its rich wildlife, elaborate temples, and many more. A trip to Kerala will unfold a world blessed with nature's magic in front of your eyes. Come, let's have a wonderful time exploring Kerala.
ഞാൻ നിവേദിത.
ഞാൻ സുകുമാർ.
I'm Devansh. Hello everyone. My name is Ritika. I, along with my friends Sukuman, Nivedita and Devansh, am here to enlighten you about the origin and history of Malayalam language.
Kerala sets apart not just in its lush green fields, languishing backwaters, traditional sadhya, and its iconic golden bordered kasuba saris. An indispensable part of what makes the land what it is the Malayalam language.
Not just that, given the huge Malayali diaspora, the language has a global spread, with speakers living in almost every part of the world. In fact, there's a local joke that you'll find a Malayali even on the moon. Fun indeed.
A language set apart by its great sound and vocabulary. Malayalam proudly boasts of its uniqueness that makes it distinct from other languages in the region, from the history of its evolution to its dialects, words and nested tones. There is a lot to explore in this language. Let's look at some of the most interesting facts about the Malayalam language. Malayalam language is a member of the South subgroup of the Dravidian language family. Malayalam is spoken mainly in India, where it is the official language of the state of Kerala and the Union Territory of Lakshadweep. It is also spoken by bilingual communities in contiguous parts of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu.
It is one of the 23 official languages of India, spoken by around 36 million people. A native speaker of Malayalam is also known as a Malayali. Malayalam is closely related to Tamil, from which it is estimated to have separated around the 10th century AD.
Given the prominence of Malayalam speakers abroad, like the Gulf countries, there are certain universities in the USA and Canada that teach Malayalam as a foreign language. Malayalam is definitely a language with speakers around the globe. Malayalam, a combination of two words, Mala meaning mountain and Alam meaning place. This makes it simpler to understand the topography of the place where the language originated as well as the first native speakers.
Malayalam, like Tamil, is classified as the classical language of India as one of the oldest languages in the world. It's been there since 830 AD, initially spoken in the west coast of Tamil Nadu. Its roots go back to the dialects which were combined to make a language.
The oldest written evidence of the Malayalam language is thought to be an inscription known as the Vadapalli from 830 AD. In the 13th century, the Malayalam script began to develop from a script known as the Vattayezhu, a descendant of the Brahmi script. But Malayalam, as we know now, is greatly simplified from 900 glyphs, which it originally had.
Also known as Kayali script, Malayalam is a Brahmi script which has 16 vowel letters and 37 consonants, bringing it to a total of 53 characters. Phew! Imagine, it's almost twice the number of English alphabets.
An interesting fact is that Malayalam has the perfect alphabet and script. It has more letters than any other Indian script, and the script is fully phonetic. Every other Indian language can be written in Malayalam, but the reverse is not true. The pronunciation of certain words cannot be easily pronounced by the non-Malayalis.
An early and extensive influx of Sanskrit word influenced the Malayalam script. Known as collective, it is derived from the Granth script, which in turn is derived from the Brahmi script.
Like the Dravidian languages, generally, Malayalam has a series of retroflex consonants d, n and t, made by curling the tip of the tongue back to the roof of the mouth. It uses subject, object, verb, word order and has a nominative, accusative case marking pattern. Its pronominal system has natural gender, a form that marks the gender of humans, masculine or feminine, while designating all non-human nouns as neuter. Inflection is generally marked by suffixation, unlike other Dravidian languages. Malayalam inflects its finite verb only for tense, not for person, number or gender.
The language is so diverse that even today, people of each district of Kerala speak different dialects of Malayalam. Hence, introducing us to the three main dialect and almost 14 sub-ones. The notable difference includes pronunciation, accent, words distinctive to each dialect, as well as the first speaking style.
Most of the Malayalam words end with anaswaram, even vocabularies borrowed from Sanskrit are changed. For example, the Sanskrit root of the word karma is actually karman is also changed to karma, Ramayana to Ramayana, and Narasimha to Narasimha. The language is no stranger to poets and authors who've excelled in this language. You can write any letter in Malayalam without lifting your pen in between. In simpler words, all letters in Malayalam are connected by a series of continuous curves. Quite an artistic language, isn't it?
Huge number of loan words originated mostly due to the centuries-long interactions between the native population of Kerala and the trading countries, predominantly spice trading of the world, like Arabia, Persia, Israel, and the European colonial powers. The other principal languages whose vocabulary was incorporated over the ages to the Malayalam lexicon were Pali, Prakrit, Arabic, Urdu, Persian, Hindi, Chinese, Syriac, Dutch, and Portuguese. Can you believe there are at least 100 loan words from Portuguese to Malayalam? Some sources indicate that Godam has a Persian origin, while Mav comes from Mav. Given the fact that Arabic traders had been coming to Kerala coast for centuries, there must be hundreds of words that have an Arabic connection. The most obvious words that are used across India are Vakil and Jila. But even the Malayalam word for letter Kat is of Arabic origin. It goes without saying that Malayalam is a rich language with a storied history of literary gems and a beautiful evolution of words from different cultures.
Malayalam is a language that is poetic in nature. A translation of a recent Malayalam song will show the presence of poetry in the lyrics. Literature in the Malayalam language was rooted in poetry and songs as early as the 12th century. In the following century, it evolved into stories by incorporating Sanskrit into the mix as well. Malayalam is the only language that is a palindrome when written in English. This means that the word is read the same when spelled forwards and backwards.
The first and earliest known literary work in Malayalam is Ramacharitam, which means Deeds of Rama. The first grammar, Lilatalikam, which means Book of the Secret Mark, was written in Sanskrit. Malayalam has liberally borrowed from Sanskrit not only words but even various forms of inflection.
The great works of Malayalam literature have received around 57 Kendra Sahitya Academy Awards.
The number of Malayalam language publications are in the high hundreds. Kerala prints close to 1,000 daily newspapers, weekly magazines and monthly periodicals. The Malayalam language is as interesting and versatile as Kerala. Cultural transactions with a plethora of communities from across the world have shaped the language.
In a constant state of evolution, the next time we explore the language, Malayalam will have added a whole new set of quirky facts to itself. Hope you enjoyed learning in detail about the Malayalam language. Thanks a lot. Nandi.
Namaskaram. I am sure you'll agree with me that developing your understanding of other cultures lets you have more meaningful interactions with those around you.
I totally agree with you, Meera. You are building your respect and empathy for other people and celebrating your differences as well as your similarities.
Very true, Athar. This is exactly what we will help you do so that you can learn a few basic phrases of the Malayalam language. It will help you interact with the Malayali, or it might be useful when you plan a visit to Kerala.
Namaste Thoranyam. What I mean is, shall we start?
Hello in Malayalam is Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Good morning is Suprabhatam.
Suprabhatam. Let me try now. Good night is Shubharatri.
Shubharatri.
Thank you is Nanni.
Nanni. Thanks a lot is Valare Upakaram.
Repeat with us, friends. Valare Upakaram.
Valare Upakaram.
Welcome is Swagatam.
Swagatam.
How are you is Sugamano.
Sugamano. I am fine is Inike Sugamano.
Enikkum Sugamano.
What is your name is Ningalude Perendanu.
Ningalude Perendanu. To answer her, I say Ende Pere Atharvana.
Inde Pere Navyanu.
I am would be Nyan.
Nyan. To inquire about a certain place and ask where is this place, we say Easthalam Evadayanu.
Easthalam Evadayanu.
Goodbye is Poitavaram.
Poitavaram. Congratulations is Abhinandanangal.
Abhinandanangal.
Yes, Navya. Abhinandanangal for speaking so well, and to you people as well, my dear friends. Glad to meet you is Kandadil Sandosham.
Kandadil Sandosham. See you soon is Odanekanam.
Odanekanam. This brings us to the end of this section. Hope we were successful in teaching you a few basic phrases of the Malayalam language.
Nanni. Odanekanam.
Tiruvajjakali is a unique dance performed on the auspicious day on the birthday of Lord Shiva. It is one of the earliest dance forms in Kerala. The performers are women who want to get blessed with the eternal marital bliss. The striking feature of this dance is the graceful movements of dancers in tandem with beats, prayerful movements and rhythms. It is fascinating to watch women adorning their hair with flowers wearing traditional saris. Let us celebrate the amorous charm and grace in the feminine in the dance performance coming up.
തിരുവാവണിരാവ് മനസാകെ നിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണ പാട്ട്
തിരുവാവണിരാവ് മനസാകെ നിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണ പാട്ട്
മാവിൻ കൊമ്പേറുന്നൊരു പൂവാലിക്കുയിലേ മാവേലി തമ്പ്രാന്റെ വരവായാ ചൊല്ല് തിരുവാവണിരാവ്
മനസാകെ നിലാവ്
മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ മലരോണ പാട്ട് തിരുവാവണിരാവ് മനസാകെ നിലാവ് മലയാള ചുണ്ടിൽ
മലരോണ പാട്ട്
പൂവേ പൊലി പൂവേ പൊലി പൂവേ 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 പൊലി പൂവേ 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 പൊലി പൂവേ പൊലി പൂവേ 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 പൊലി പൂവേ പൂവേ
ആ
I'm Vanya.
And I am Pradyuman. Whenever we start learning a new language, it is advisable to get to know the number system or the numerals of that language, because in almost all the daily conversations, we tend to quote the numbers in one way or the other.
So here we are to help you learn counting in Malayalam from 1 to 10. Are you all ready to learn with us? Shall we start, Pradyuman?
Yes, sure, Vanya. And here we begin. We would love if you repeat with us. The number 1 in Malayalam is Onna.
Onna.
Great. Now repeat once more. Onna.
Onna. The number 2 in Malayalam is Randu.
Randu.
Onna. Randu.
I'll say the number 3, which is Moon.
Moon.
Onna. Randu. Moon.
4 is Nala.
Nala.
Onna. Randu. Moon. Nala.
I'll say the number 5, which is Anju.
Anju.
Onna, Randu, Moona, Nala, Anju.
The number 6 is Aru.
Aru.
Onna. Randu. Moon. Nala. Anju. Aru.
The number 7 in Malayalam is Eru.
Eru.
Onna, Randu, Moona, Nala, Anju, Aru, Eru.
The number 8 is Ittu.
Ettu.
Onna. Randu. Moon. Nala. Anju. Aru. Ittu.
The number 9 is Onbadu.
Onbadu.
Onna, Randu, Moona, Nala, Anju, Aru, Eru, Ettu, Onbadu.
Number 10 is Pattu.
Pattu.
Onna. Randu. Moon. Nala. Anju. Aru. Ittu. Onbadu. Pattu.
Now repeat with me, friends. Onna, Randu, Moona, Nala, Anju, Aru, Eru, Ettu, Onbadu, Pattu. Nanni.
Malayalis have always celebrated their rich language, the diversity of culture, and people through songs. We present before you one such striking and melodious song that will immediately transport you to the backwaters, expansive greenery, swing coconut palms, and snake boats that capture the beauty of this pristine land. Enjoy!
केदार भूमि.
That brings us to the end of this marvelous journey.
We hope that we are successful in spotlighting the Malayalam language and its intricate details. See you, dear friends. Nandni Namaskaram.